Hey Scorpio, thanks for checking out your weekly forecast for December 5 through 11. You might stumble upon this video at some way later time in the future. It's all good. You're going to see the video whenever you're meant to see it, whenever you're meant to hear the messages. Keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective, so not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. So without further ado, my dears and my darlings, let's see what's coming up here for the Scorpio collective. Move you all just a little bit closer. And the first card coming up here, is the Two of Cups. My, Scorpio. So this could definitely be love and romance. There could be some developments happening for you here in your love life. You may be manifesting a significant relationship. Some of you are like, I don't want to hear it. You shut your mouth, Amethyst. You shut your dirty little mouth. Some of you don't want to hear anything about love. You're not excluded from this message because it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be harmonious interactions with others. But because of the current astro weather, the current energies, love is in the air, my darlings. I don't have any control over that. And so some of you may be manifesting a relationship or the strengthening of a relationship. And the beautiful thing about the Two of Cups is that for me in my readings, it signifies giver meets giver. Generally speaking, traditionally, it's going to be a significant true love soulmate connection. But the thing that I love most about it is that it's giver meets giver. This is the thing. With the giver meets giver energy, when we're people who give, we attract takers. It's just the nature of how things are, and sometimes we can't help it. We want to give energetically, emotionally, physically, financially, and people just want to come in and take and take and take. The problem with that is that the taker is going to take until we have nothing left to give, and then they're going to bounce and they're going to find somebody else to take from. But with giver meets giver, you're dealing with somebody who knows exactly what that's like. They've been through that same old thing, and it happens to them too. And now we have two givers that have come together, and both are saying, hey, what can I do for my person today? How can I be there for my person today? Both are giving love. They're filling each other's cup. So this kind of exchange, this is the kind of relationship that can go on forever because both people are invested, both people are giving, both people are nurturing each other. And so this can just be a very long-lasting, healthy, happy relationship with fair and equal exchange. The dolphins too signify a sense of playfulness. So this is somebody that you can play with. This is somebody that can be playful, that you can have fun with. I don't know why, but as I'm looking at this Two of Cups, it's making me think of not Island of the Blue Dolphins. What is it? Is it the Blue Lagoon? Where they get stranded on the island with their kids, and then they develop, and then they discover all the other adult stuff. There could be something here where this is somebody where you're meeting at a very interesting stage of your healing. You may be kind of in a similar place in your healing, and so you may really connect with your inner children, but also that inner adolescence and that discovering one another. I apologize if bringing up that movie is controversial or disturbing to anybody. I can't remember why I didn't finish it, but I remember something about it bothered me, and I just I didn't watch it. But I was also young, so I don't know. I might have to watch that movie to get an understanding of why it's popping up in my head. So I'm just it could just be that aspect of you're in your own little world. You're in your own little world, you're connecting, you're getting through things together, you're discovering yourselves together, coming into a new level of maturity. Obviously, I mean this for adults, okay? I want to be clear about that, but the inner child, the inner adolescent, there could be that kind of connection happening as well. and a sense of playfulness. So it could be like you feel like you have your own little world with this person. The next card coming up here is Temperance. This could be Sagittarius energy. So some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. That may be a significant soulmate for you in this process. If you have Sagittarius placements, there could be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. Now, with the Temperance card, it might not have anything to do with Sagittarius at all. It could just be the energy of the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is life path. Stepping onto our life path, being a channel, being a vessel for God, for universe to work through us, to bring about change, to bring about healing. So some of you may be surrendering in like this cosmic kind of way where you're like, I want to be of service. Like the prayer of Saint Francis. I don't know which one of you commented that in last week's video or which video it was in, but that is absolutely one of my favorite prayers. And I feel that vibe and that energy here with like the prayer of Saint Francis. This kind of energy, like, let me be a vessel of your peace. Let me be a vessel of your love. Let me bring light where there's darkness. Let me bring, this change. Let me be this vessel of change. And so some of you may be stepping into some kind of work or commitment in which you're wanting to bring about healing or change. I do feel here that there's also a sense of bringing together your darker side and your lighter side and bringing those into harmony and having those work together and understanding that they both bring healing and they both bring change, and understanding how to use those in productive ways. So I don't know. I just feel a sense here of like paths aligning or paths merging. So with this Two of Cups, it could also be that your life path is leading you to somebody else and you're connecting, and now your life paths are merging. Like your life path and their life path moved up, and now it's becoming a met up, and now it's becoming like one road, like it's funneling into one road. So there could be spiritual work that you're doing with this person, and there could be a light and dark dynamic, yin and yang dynamic here. The next, but when I say dark, let me clarify something. Dark is not evil. Okay, I don't mean evil. I cannot stress that enough. I'm not going to get into that whole subject here because it's a very long subject and we're going to stick to the weekly forecast. So when I say dark, I don't mean mean and I don't mean evil. Okay? Like the shadow aspect. Now, your next card here is the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is financial stability, security, financial independence, successful self-employment. So some of you may be working on these endeavors and seeing progress this week in that area of your life. Financial independence, establishing financial independence. Nine of Pentacles is also a card that can come up when we're being noticed, respected, and admired from a distance. So you may feel or you may sense like if you have a 9 to 5 or if you're working in some kind of group thing with other people, you may notice that you're being noticed. It might even feel like people are discussing you. Not necessarily in a negative way, but you're like, they're talking about me or they're noticing me, but nobody's saying anything to me. And it could just be like they're speaking about you positively, and they're watching you. They've noticed you, and they could be kind of thinking like, let's see where this goes. Let's see how this develops. Let's see what we can do moving forward, what ideas we can come up with together, what things we can do together in the future. In terms of love and romance, Nine of Pentacles can also be somebody noticing you from afar, and you might notice them noticing you, or you might think there's a connection, but they're not making steps. They're not doing anything about it. And it's that whole element of, I've said this before, it makes me think of the Blake Shelton song, Who Are You When I'm Not Looking? So it could be that this person is kind of examining your character. Who are you when you think nobody's watching? Are you really this person? Because right now, Scorpio, you might seem a little too good to be true, right? And they're like, oh, I don't know. Scorpio maybe is putting on a good act here. So they may be studying you to kind of see and be sure. Are you really who you appear to be? Now, this may be going on for a while. So this person may be reaching out with this Two of Cups and this Temperance card. This person might make the decision to say, okay, Scorpio's legit. Scorpio's for real. Let's do this. Let's talk about it. There could be somebody moving forward in this way. One more thing about the Nine of Pentacles, and then we'll move on. I also see this card come up when you might be resurrecting some old endeavor that maybe in the past you weren't successful. This could even be love life. Maybe you gave up on love life because in the past it wasn't successful. Could be some kind of passion project, the labor of love, self-employment, career. But in the past it wasn't successful because your anxiety got the best of you. You couldn't focus. You were too worried about what people thought about you. You were too worried about the problems that were happening in your life. Things were falling by the wayside. You were making mistakes and it just fell apart. It didn't succeed. But I see the Nine of Pentacles come up when now you have your anxiety under control. It's still there. It's not totally gone. It's still there, but you have it under control. So like here on your day off, when you don't have to work or when you have a moment to yourself, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. You can go and get a massage or a pedicure or a cup of coffee or, I don't know, new shoes or whatever you want to do. You can go treat yourself in some way. Do something nice for yourself, and you can take a moment to check in with yourself. What's bothering me? What's making me feel uncomfortable right now? What am I feeling insecure about right now? What am I feeling anxious about right now? And you can take a moment to work through those things. You have it under control, and it's no longer taking over your life. And so you're going to be able to be successful in these other endeavors, these other focuses in your life, because your anxiety is no longer ruling you and controlling everything. It's no longer no longer has a hold of the steering wheel, so to speak. So coming into success, coming into being able to move things forward, and a sense of independence, feeling independent, feeling confident, feeling successful, very, very, very positive energy. Next card coming up here for the Scorpio collective is the Knight of Cups. Definitely could be a message of love here with the Knight of Cups. Could definitely be somebody coming in and telling you that they're sweet on you. They've noticed you. They like you. They want to get to know you. They want to take you out. It could even be a gift, like a little gift, like a little sentimental thing they're giving you with this gesture. Could be a water sign person, not necessarily, but it could be. So it could be a fellow Scorpio. It could be a Pisces or a Cancer. Cancerian, excuse me, I have to correct that and I have to say Cancerian from now on. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And so there could be that element. It doesn't have to be a water sign. It could be, but there could be some kind of like confession of love. Somebody may be confessing their love to you, and could be a new romantic endeavor or romantic relationship. The unicorn is really jumping out at me, so I do feel like this is going to be somebody who is coming in heavy with like the romance and like the dreaminess. I don't know. I know that unicorn's really jumping out at me, but the unicorn also has like a sense of sincerity and purity. And so I feel like this is someone who is very pure in their heart, somebody who's very pure of heart, and somebody who may be just very, very, very like just extremely romantic, and maybe kind of like whisking you away into their imagination. Like they're creating this world for the two of you, which takes me back to this Two of Cups. So I don't know, it feels very fantastical here, very fantasy, very adventure, very like loving, very romantic energy. Uh I try not to focus on love and romance in the weekly forecast, but sometimes it comes in. So if it comes in, it comes in. If you're just completely and totally against love and you're like, you just shut your mouth with this love nonsense, I'm not having it. This could be the Knight of Cups, could be the pursuit of the things that make the heart smile: inspiration, creativity, the things that bring you a sense of happiness and adventure in your life. You may be getting more involved in creative endeavors or doing things that are bringing more adventure and inspiration into your life. So don't get mad at me if you're not all about the love right now. You may want to check out your other placements. Sometimes your other placements might resonate more than your sun sign. There is actually a playlist in the description of the video that will take you to the other videos, so it'll be easy to find them and watch them. There's also a playlist in the description of the video that will take you to the love and romance readings for December if you want to watch love readings for December. And if you want to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description of the video that will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I hope you'll come back tomorrow and check out the card of the day message on the channel. But if not, no worries. Have a fabulous week. And do come back next week and check out next week's forecast. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a fabulous week, my darlings. Be well.